Madam Clerk, would you take the roll?
Commissioner Palomero,
Here.
Commissioner Bacon McCormick, Commissioner Kenlock, Commissioner Clemente. Here. Commissioner Baydoun, Commissioner Wilson, Chair Anderson.
Present.
You have a quorum present.
Okay. We'll watch for Commissioner Kenlock. I'm sure he'll be here because I haven't heard from him that he wasn't going to be. As far as chair remarks, I have none right at this time. Madam Clerk, next item on the agenda.
C, approval of the January 14th, 2025 meeting minutes.
All those in favor of approving
So
those
moved.
minutes?
And aye.
Okay,
Aye.
it's been moved and supported. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Please use your tablets also.
Oh, use the tablet. Okay. If everyone wants to use the tablet. Well, mine's not working.
Use the trackpad.
Oh,
Yours isn't a tablet on.
Motion carried.
yeah, that's right. I'm used to using those. Very good. We have, it's been moved and supported, and I think we got an approval, correct?
Correct.
Thank you. Madam Chair, next item on the agenda.
D, unfinished business. There is none listed.
Under, I have none, I'm not aware of anything unfinished also. Next item.
Item 1, under new business, forwarding notification of the Oakland County Board of Commissioners approved a request from the city of Northville for the entire city to be included in the Wayne County Materials Management Plan and to be excluded from the Oakland County Materials Management Plan.
This receive and file. All those in favor, do we have to, yeah, we're doing. Oh, I'm sorry. Got a motion? Okay.
So moved.
Not used to using the tablet or instead of the
Never
tablet,
mind.
laptop. Okay. It's been moved and approved. Next on the agenda.
Need a vote.
Oh, I thought all those in favor of
Aye.
receiving and file on number 1, pardon me.
You can ask the clerk to read the motion in a second.
Okay.
Motion carried.
Madam Clerk, next item, and would you read that item, please?
Item 2, requesting commission approval of a 3-year intergovernmental agreement with the city of Harper Woods for the Harper Woods Community Center project.
This is a action item. Hassan? Could you tell us what's before us here?
Good morning, committee. I'm gonna have something I'm gonna pass out to you. But you can put it right here. Good morning. So in front of you today, we have one of our projects that was, excuse me? Oh, yes, Hassan Sheikh, Director of Economic Development. Dorian?
DeLorean Homes Economic Vitality Division Director.
I got too excited and jumped right into it. So this is one of our projects that was accounts projects, the post-ARPA, the revenue replacement batches. This project is in Harper Woods. It's a community center. The total cost of this project is $2,400,035. The community is contributing $521,000. Contributions from other partners is $1.5 million. The county's contribution is $379,035. It's going to be a new 8,650 square foot parks and community building. It's in a highly visible and well-traveled area on Harper Avenue. The building will be constructed on an open field in Salter Park. The city owns that property, the park. The city currently owns and operates 3 parks. However, there is not an indoor recreational center in the city at all. The new community center will consist of a gymnasium, locker rooms, restrooms, a Parks and Recreation Department offices, storage space, and 2 meeting rooms that will provide space for the community to come and utilize. This is going to be a nice project for the community, an impactful project for the community, and one that the community is fully behind. With us today, we have representation from the community as well. We have the mayor. You guys want to stand and say hello? And Madam
Would you
Mayor?
like to
if you would like to say
make
a
some
few words.
comments?
Hello.
Okay, thank you. I didn't expect to speak. Good morning. You know, it's very important to me about this community center because it was during the pandemic that I realized that we did not have a place for our community to recreate. We always partnered with the schools. So once the schools were closed during the pandemic, the people had no place to congregate. The seniors had no place to, even if they wanted to congregate, to be able to do that. And so that was when the idea of trying to get a community center. And I'm so grateful that the county exec's office was willing to help us along with this project. So I would appreciate anything that you guys can do for us, because this is a beginning. It's a small, but it's a beginning for us to be able to have a stabilized recreational center in our community. And I think every community should be able to have a rec center or someplace for their people to recreate in their community. Thank you.
Thank you. What's that? Oh, Mayor, could you give us your name and for the record, I'm sorry.
And just stay for 1 minute. I just want.
I'm Valerie Kendall, Mayor of Harper Woods.
Okay, if you'd hold on
Stay
just a
for 1
moment.
second, please.
Yes,
Commissioner may have a question for you.
yes,
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
No,
Any-
no problem. No
Thank you,
problem.
Mr. Chair. Thank you, Mayor, for being here. I just wanted to ask, so you mentioned seniors. This is going to be used for seniors and will there be a charge for people
Oh,
coming
no.
to the center? Okay.
No,
All
no,
right. So it'll be used for the
right.
community, all the community, young, old. Okay.
Young and old,
Okay.
everyone that's, actually, we don't have a residential. So anyone is, able to use our parks. And so the recreation center will fall in that too.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
Is it?
Any other questions by commissioners? Commissioner Wilson?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mayor.
Oh, thank you.
Quick question, maybe.
Microphone on.
Perhaps.
Little green light should.
No. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, appreciate it. Perhaps this is a question for Hassan. The
Sure.
total cost, 2.4 million, 35, looks like 35,000,
Yes, sir.
community contribution, county contribution. Just curiosity, my own edification, contributions from other partners. Do we know who those folks are, who those gracious folks are?
Yeah, I would say the largest portion of that 1.5, the city of Harper Woods did receive a grant from the state of Michigan for
Okay.
the
Grant?
labor and economic opportunity for community centers.
So that's the significant portion of the 1.5?
Yes, it was the whole 1.5.
Oh, okay, great. Thanks. I'm just curious. Thank you.
Thank you. By the way, let the record show, Madam Clerk, that Commissioner Kenlock arrived and is here. Any other? Yes, Commissioner McCormick.
2 minutes after the meeting started.
Okay.
I haven't noted. Thank you.
Okay, Commissioner McCormick. Oh, that you had a question. Okay, all right. Any other questions by commissioners? Seeing none, I'd entertain a motion to approve.
We have a motion by Commissioner Kenlock and a support by Commissioner Palomero.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Oh, yes. All right, vote on your laptop, or actually on your pad.
Motion carried.
Congratulations.
All right.
Thank you.
Guys, very much.
Thank you, Honorable
Appreciate
Body.
I'll be looking for my cup of coffee.
Thank you. Good luck. Madam Clerk, next item.
F, such other matters as may be properly submitted before the committee.
I haven't seen anything. Madam, do you have anything, Madam Clerk?
I have not been informed of any.
Okay. Seeing none. Next item.
G, public comments.
Is there anyone here in the public that are guests today, have any comments or questions? Any questions from people that are online? Do you have any notification, Madam Clerk?
There's no one on Zoom with a hand raised.
Seeing none. Next item.
Adjournment.
Oh, moment.
Oh, Commissioner?
Such other matters.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, under such other matters, yesterday, the Detroit Wayne County Port Authority received a communication from the EPA informing us that any intended future drawdowns associated with grants and other programs that we have associated with the EPA, that right now they have been suspended and across all departments and agencies. And with that communication, I'd just like to ask the Economic Department, as well as all, through the proper channels, through what type of impact does that decree have on not only Economic Development Department, but any grants that we're receiving through Health and Human Services or any how is Wayne County impacted by that? And I've requested for our fiscal staff to follow suit and send that communication to management and budget and appropriate individuals in county government and administration.
Mr. Chairman, who authored that communication?
The President of the United States.
President of the
Yeah.
United States.
Yeah.
Wow.
Suspended all of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. So this is something that we're keeping a close eye on. As you know, within economic development, we have our community development division, which has a lot of federal funding, the HUD funding. The dollars that haven't been dispersed, that aren't technically like the way you want to look at it on our line of credit, are the ones that have been frozen. So, we will have impact. Luckily, we did receive already our 24 home dollars, so we're good there. But we're looking at CDBG and then the recent allocation of the CDBG DR funding. That will be frozen until we move forward and see what the directives are. We are in communication with the HUD folks. We're in communication with others to kind of see how we navigate and what's going on. But for us, we're just keeping eyes on it and making sure that we're doing everything we can to move us through this.
Okay, so I just want to say, so I got notice of this yesterday from the director of the Port Authority. As soon as you hear something like this, I think it's immediately important for you to inform the county executive as well as this administration forthwith when you hear something like this. This is very impactful, so timely notices is definitely warranted to the county executive especially, but as well as to the county commission as well.
Absolutely.
I also think, I appreciate Commissioner Kenlock bringing this up because I heard it on the radio this morning. And just think that it's important too for us to get our ducks in a row, what plan of action we can have at the federal level or members of Congress certainly. And we'll want to take some steps for that. Commissioner Clementi and then Commissioner McCormick.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you for bringing this up. I just did want to mention that today on our 43 counties meeting, Assad did have Debbie Dingle, Rashida Tlaib, and a representative from Sri Tanader's office on, and they are very informed on what's going on, and they are talking. So all of us being in communication, maybe making sure that we're talking to our Congress people. And there are a lot of things that are happening and we just need to know what's going on. So thank you.
Absolutely. And from our end, we see ourselves working together on a lot of these items. So moving, we are going to continue to make sure that we're communicating with you all, whether it's on the 43 Communities call, whether it's in, just a direct call to Mr. Chair and the rest of the commissioners, letting you all know what's going on. But this is something that our team has eyes on directly. We're monitoring, we're in communications with the right folks to kind of help provide the guidance on how to navigate this. And we'll keep you guys informed.
Commissioner McCormick.
So yes, it's been a lot happening in a very short time span. for me, elections have consequences, and this is it. So that's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
Commissioner Kenlock, did you have anything else to?
No, that concludes my, my comment. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other commissioners want to be recognized?
Yes, please.
Oh, Commissioner Wilson.
Thank you,
Mhm.
Brother Chair. Obviously, this is very impactful. Commissioner Kinlock, I understand your passion and our passion collectively, but could you please just kind of expound upon what type of immediate impact this has? So the audience would know, and the folks online who are chiming in will know as well.
Okay, so I'm going to have Hassan to
Yours.
speak to
Okay,
it,
I'm
but
sorry.
so the EPA, as far as right, as it relates to Wayne County, the impact of that decree.
Yeah, so for example, with the Port Authority, their federal funding is coming from the EPA.
Okay.
So right now, what's been frozen, to our knowledge, is undispersed federal dollars. So depending on where you're getting your funding from, it could be a grant, it could be anything of that nature. If you have a letter of allocation, that's not enough. If the dollars aren't in your line of credit, those have been frozen and they're being assessed. Now, does that mean that you're not going to get them? Not necessarily. But what it does mean is that they've been frozen, they're being assessed, and we just have to monitor.
The assessment is that they're trying, well, it is the members of Congress who believe that those that have been enacted by law, by Congress, that those have to, continue to move forward. But this president has demonstrated his, not caring about rule of law or any precedent. And so this on top of the fact that we're losing a strong voice today in the U.S. Congress with the announcement that Gary Peters is retiring, it just brings more concerns to this issue and future issues.
Wow, absolutely.
Oh.
Commissioner Palomero.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Does this extend to unexpended ARPA dollars?
No. So anything that's on our line of credit and that we've obligated and we've done appropriately, we're good to go there, which is why we put such stress and such measures on making sure that we went through everything correctly with the ARPA. So last year in the most recent vote that, with the exigent in terms of making sure the amendment was done appropriately and the budget amendments were done appropriately, everything with ARPA and SLRF is not.
So of all of that, whatever it was, 370 million that came to Wayne County, we will be able to utilize all of those.
Yep, and that was why we went through the process of the revenue replacement and everything that we were doing, and why things were taking such a long time. We were focusing on making sure that we were protecting
Very good.
protecting our.
Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner McCormick again.
And also, I think it's important to know that this is billions of dollars for community programming, for the ports, for housing, billions of dollars, and programming for homeless. All of these areas are going to be affected, and it's just unfortunate and it's sad. Thank you.
I have Commissioner Baydun and then
Yeah,
Commissioner
just-
Kenlock.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I have a question to Commissioner Kinlock. What percentage of your budget comes from the EPA?
No,
would you say?
so these
the
are just, well, these are just EPA brownfield grants.
Oh, I
So
see.
so it's not part of our general fund dollars. So this is just EPA grants that have EPA brownfield redevelopment grants that we are able to help with cleanup and whatnot. My question is unspent home dollars through HUD, dating back, I guess, some years. Can those potentially be impacted?
So right now, what they've frozen is undispersed dollars, right? And at the end of the day, the way that the HUD programs are, where you get your funding, you have a certain amount of years to expend, right? And we're right now looking at making sure we get a plan together. We have a plan together to get dollars spent out.
So those
appropriately.
dollars will be able to remain within our purview?
Whatever's already on our line of credit, that is not being affected by this order right now.
Okay, we just got to spend those dollars.
It's future dollars that have not been put into our line of credit, even if we've gotten the letter of allocation, for example, and if they haven't been dispersed to us, then those are being frozen.
Commissioner Baydun, did you have anything?
No,
further?
no, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions by members of the committee? Seeing none. Um,
Adjournment.
yeah. We're out to adjournment. Take a motion. Motion by Commissioner McCormick,
Support.
supported by Commissioner Clementi. And all those in favor of adjourning?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed?